Hi guys, Brain here, and welcome to another commentary video. Today I wanted to talk about the recent collab that's going to be happening between PUBG and DBD, because this is something that's kind of gained a lot of ire in the DBD community. I've seen a lot of people react very negatively to this, and very hostile, I guess would be the word, very hostily towards it. And one of the main things that I keep being exposed to, everything I keep hearing when I hear people try to like down this and talk down to this, is that, wow, DBD really isn't horror anymore. And this is something that's like not even a new argument, and something that's been thrown around a lot. Basically, anytime anything even slightly goes outside like strictly horror, and I think the first example that comes to mind when I think of that is the all kill chapter, the Trickster chapter. Because I remember when Trickster first came out, people were saying the exact same thing. Wow, this is just a K-pop collaboration, and it's all about the music and selling out to get K-pop fans. Trickster doesn't really fit the killer aesthetic because he's just a playboy. He's just a hot K-pop star. Like, he doesn't fit the mold of like what a horror game should be. So that chapter was also kind of met with this kind of like similar reaction we're seeing to the PUBG thing, which is like, wow, DBD is strictly horror, and the fact that you're not following those rules, you're not making it like strictly horror, means that you're doing something bad, you're doing something wrong, and we don't want it. And I think this is just like a very strange take to have, because I feel like if you like this game and you want it to succeed, you want it to collab with as many things as possible. I understand the reasoning of like, well, you want it to be relatively inside the same genre, which would make sense. I agree with that. You want to keep it like relatively in the same genre, but I don't think collabing with K-pop ruined DBD. I think Trickster, despite like mechanical reasonings, does fit into DBD. He if you're into his lore, if you know what the character's about, he fits right in to DBD. He sits there with the rest of the killers, and besides being conventionally attractive, there's really nothing different from him compared to like the other killers in the game. He's not that outside the box. So I don't know. And we also live in this era now that we're getting collabs with like Attack on Titan. We have Attack on Titan skins and that sort of thing. And I feel like this can only serve to help bring people into the game, and only can serve to help people, come in and keep playing. If you guys are worried about those longer queue times, there's no better way to kind of like up player counts than to like, expose yourself to other genres and other realms, to try and be like, hey, if you guys like a little bit of horror, guess what? We're going to collab with your favorite game, remind you that we exist, and maybe you'll try us out. And that's a thing, I guess, because I have a weird take on, because it's like, I make YouTube and I stream on Twitch all the time. And that's a big thing, is like getting your name out there in multiple different areas, multiple different platforms is one of the best ways to like stay consistent and stay strong when it comes to content creation. This is just like how the world works when it comes to like quote unquote advertising, is you try to collab with people who have different pools of communities and try to bring them together. It's just a normal thing. And I just think that a lot of the community in general is just like, I don't know. It's just, I don't even know how to phrase it. I don't get the volatility towards it. And my question is what would be like a good collab in your mind then? Like every like horror IP, they're essentially trying to get into the game as a full chapter. So we can't like collab with like say, what's a good example? We can't collab with Candyman. We would just want to get Candyman as a full chapter. We wouldn't want to collab with FNAF. FNAF would just be a chapter, right? There wouldn't be a collaboration with those things. Those would be trying to be included as a full chapter. So what could we collab with that would fit into horror, that wouldn't be us just trying to get a new IP and trying to just, get a new chapter? Because that's kind of like the cycle that we're in here, is if we're trying to collab with something else horror, we're just trying to adopt it into the game as a chapter. We don't really collab with other horror things unless we want them as a full chapter. And it's kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of strange to like collab with like, say if we did do that, say if, because Candyman just put out a new movie. Let's do that example again. Candyman just put out a new movie. Let's say we collab with Candyman and we don't get him as a character, and he's just like a charm or like a skin for somebody or something. I feel like people would be upset with that, right? Like, I feel like people wouldn't enjoy a collaboration. They would just want a full chapter. So it feels like this whole idea of like collaborations should only be with horror doesn't really work out in practice. At least it doesn't seem like it would. So we really should be kind of like more focusing on reaching outside the genre, it seems like. But yeah, that's just my take. I wonder what you guys think. Are you one of those people that's just like, wow, we should never collab with anything that's not horror? Or do you think that there's, you know, there's something to be had with kind of like mixing the communities and trying to get new players in? On that, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow. But if I don't, I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.